Hey guys, Justin here. I'm in Meltham right now and start the vlog here today. According to the caption, be like hams. So that's why we're gonna do 2B series, Meltham to Rockingham. The reason why is actually, thank you so much user349 for this request here, because he said Meltham and Rockingham, so that's why they both end with ham, so that's why we'll do a request from here. Meltham to Rockingham. It's been a while down to Mandurah direction, so that's why we're due to Mandurah direction. And also, it's only 1 week after airport line opens, and you see how empty the train is right now. When I get on the Red Cliff, there's literally no one on the cars. But after we hit the Bayswater and the Midland Line sections, there are more people, but there's literally no one here. Now, I have been recently thinking about my channels, and there's a Midland one. I've been thinking about the channels and how to make it more fun and innovative. I know journey videos, it can get bored. It can be boring after you're watching for a lot of times, but this is the main part of the channel, so that's where we're gonna no matter what it is, we'll just keep on our journey videos. But next year, I think I'm gonna start to actually add in more new series. Now we have the If I Challenges series. Next year, I probably will try to do a new series, or you guys can actually provide me ideas with new series on what to film on related to trains, because just to for the sake of the channel, to make it more interesting, so that's why. If it's a good idea, I probably will actually take your ideas for new series. But I have already thought of a new series that I think it might be fun to film. I've not filmed it yet, so that's why I don't know how it gonna goes. But yeah, but this year we'll stick with our If I Challenge and journey videos. So, but now, although this is the Midland Line and Airport Line service, this is an Airport Line service, of course, right here. So, but later on when we hit the Mandurah Line service, it's gonna be probably packed. I don't know how packed it's gonna be, considering right now it's like 10 o'clock. Not 10 o'clock actually, now it's like 9:30 in the morning.
Next station, Meltham.
So we change to Perth. That's alright. Later on for some other vlogs, we might go ahead and do 3 trains, which is basically when we hit Perth, we change to Midland Line or Fremantle Line first. Midland Line first, and then change to another airport line train, so we can do 3 trains in one video. Because most of the time right now, actually not most of the time, every single time right now, it's only 2 trains, because only changing once, you can maximum change like 1 time, then you can actually get to where you want to go. So, but in Hong Kong, you can basically change like literally how many times in order to get to the spot that you need to go, so that's why. In Perth, it's a little bit difficult to actually do the all-line challenges without like duplicating, because it's really tough. I'm actually really excited to see how Mark is going to do the all-line challenges on his 1,000 subscriber special, because I have no idea how he's gonna do it. He says he cannot do duplicate of tracks. How can he not do duplicate of tracks? I guess he can take buses. But if he take buses, how the hell can he go? He's gonna go from there, you know? You know, there's like literally no buses that actually goes into the other suburbs on the train stations. In Hong Kong, I have already done the all-line challenges. The all-line challenge back in Hong Kong, I did it from one station all the way through and taking every single line except the Airport Express, so go back and check that one out. I've done actually 2 of those. One is from Ocean Park to the Disneyland, and the other one is Disneyland back to Ocean Park, but it's reverse. Plus, the first one, I break it up into a lot of parts, so that's why if you want to watch a complete version, just to watch the epic finale when I did before I leave for Perth. Next is East Perth.
Next station,
East Perth. I'm not really actually sure how often the TransWA trains are for Prospector on the outside. How often they are. But I've already changed it to the 1500 subscriber special. That would be like years before I can hit that one. It will be taking the TransWA Prospector trains. I try to figure things out. I would take a train to either what the hell? Either Northam or Kalgoorlie. Because I think there are trains to Kalgoorlie. But Kalgoorlie, people sometimes might just choose to take planes. the planes from Perth Airport. But I can take TransWA Prospector for Kalgoorlie. Because Mark done it last time to Northam, so that's why I try to go to somewhere else if I can. But we'll have to get there before I go and take the TransWA Prospector, so that's why get me up there, guys. First, we try to hit 1,000 subs first.
Next station,
See? Claisebrook. Change to Claisebrook for Armadale or Thornley line services. They really should have added this in. I really don't understand why they don't have this announcement added in. And the good old slow inside the tracks here under the tunnel. Claisebrook. Oh, we saw a there it is. Australian right there, Australian train. It's broken up, huh? And a Midland one over that way.
This is Claisebrook.
That guy doesn't know how to press the button, freaking A. He does not run to the next door and get in instead. He can just press the button right here. What the hell? What's this guy doing? I'm actually looking forward for him to actually press the button so I can actually film the door closing. We'll probably have change of drivers at the front, which is what happened last time when I filmed. No worries, we'll get back to Midland Line soon. And we have a Thornley one. Oh, unfortunate this time. Airport lines changed to Thornley, huh? But the timing should be perfect right now, no matter what trains it is. Since you arrive at Claisebrook, you should get a train on the outside before changing. Because before, on only Midland Line, it only has Midland, yeah? Perth, Claremont, Fremantle. Oh, it actually says Fremantle right now. For the train display, not train display, for the station display, because they have already changed all of the signs to black on the Midland Line sections, which includes High Wycombe and Midland on the platforms. And I saw that branches back there, it's just not said just Perth or Claremont, it says Fremantle as well, which is actually pretty good. That they give passengers a hint that the Perth trains will be going to Fremantle instead of just Perth, because it's like, just Perth, then I'd rather just wait for the Claremont one. No, because the Perth trains will keep going to Fremantle instead, which is cool. I can show you a little bit at McIver. If they have already changed it also at McIver. We can open the door a little bit at McIver here. I'll show you on the outside first, probably. What the hell? I think the outside should have changed as well. And they have also fixed the 293 bus stands. Oh, just kidding, they haven't changed. Here they have though. On the outside, it's still just at Midland though. Unfortunate. Oh, also here just said Perth, damn it. But next one is Wycombe.
This is Hokkaido.
Can't see too far. Next is Perth, we'll get off. We'll do a cool transition later on to the bottom.
This train runs from Perth
A
to
little too early there for that announcement, man. That's why I messed up the announcements there. They already played that this train runs from Perth to Claremont, stopping at all stations. Alright, next station. Next station, Perth. They doesn't have the this train runs from Perth to Claremont, stopping at all stations. Announcements. Wait to this one yet. Oh, the 2960 outside. Alright, next is Perth. No announcements? No announcements. Okay, no announcements, but made it to Perth. And there's a platform 9 train over that way. Not in service, platform 9. Made it. And first we'll open the doors. The train had already arrived actually. Hi, Wycombe. And we'll do a cool transition to the bottom.
This train runs from Perth to Claremont, stopping at all stations.
This train runs from Perth to Claremont, stopping at all stations. I will get off, no worries. I'm just waiting for everyone to get in, then we'll do the cool transition.
Doors closing.
Well, made it down to the Mandurah train. We're on set 84 here. Now actually, I don't know how the transition goes because I think it's going to be pretty crappy because I didn't actually did it well, but that's alright. Head down to Rockingham. Actually, after taking Airport Line B series for so many times, and then come back to the Mandurah B series, I'm not actually getting used to the Mandurah B series. Next station, Elizabeth Quay. And Elizabeth Quay. Now, actually surprisingly, also not too many people today on Elizabeth on Mandurah line. Maybe it's a little too early. And also today is a weekday, normal weekday, Tuesday actually today.
Doors closing.
Now we're actually having our last Clarkson train on the other side for Joondalup, which is basically the last W pattern that they have done, but the last W pattern they don't term. But for the trains that finish W pattern in the morning, they need to go back to the depot. So that's why they don't terminate at Whitfords. They will terminate at Clarkson just for the trains to go back into the depot and not to waste time. Because if you terminate at Whitfords, trains still have to go back to Clarkson to go back into the depot anyways. So that's why the train just keeps going to Clarkson. And then stop service there, clear the train, and go back into Norwalk depot. Next station, Canning Bridge. Alight at Canning Bridge for bus services to Curtin University. Now, this has been a while, so let's do it. That changed to Clarkson, I think. Not in service. Why is it not in service? Not Clarkson? Now the early morning W patterns, they have just finished all of their services, so that's why. If not too many people, you can just keep filming this way. This is my favorite style of filming across, so. Now already the Perth trains are already very easy to film because windows are huge, not like the 3000 and 3100 series in Adelaide. The windows are so small, or they're not like insanely small, but still bigger windows are better for filming. And also there's nothing next to the doors, man, here in Perth. Although it's not that good because it's pretty narrow over that way if you film over that way. On the side of the train doors, it's pretty narrow, but at least not like Adelaide. Adelaide, they're freaking the ticket vent. Although it's good that they have ticket vending machines on the train itself for people to actually enter from the suburb stations, which doesn't have any gates to buy tickets. But I'd rather they have it just like this. Nothing on the train, keep it clear, not gonna affect anything. But the one thing about the Adelaide trains are good is after you click on the doors open, they will close after a few seconds. Instead of like Perth, after you click it open, it just stays open until the train actually leaves. It's been a while. And I bet most of my Perth viewers also it's been a while since their last Mandurah line train trip, so that's fine. There's some journeys. Let's go down there, Rockingham, and also tonight, tons of train disruption. Mandurah line, Armadale, and Thorney, all three lines closure, but not for Mandurah line. Mandurah line is just closing off Rockingham and to Mandurah section for facilitating Lakeland stations, so that's why. But Armadale and Thorney is full line, so that's why. And right now, after Airport Line opens, it is way more convenient for me to actually get to the Midland Line sections. Because before, I either go to the city, then take Midland Line, or I take 999 from Curtin over to Bayswater, which takes years, like 30 minutes to get there. It takes so long to get there, and it's like not a lot of fun taking 999. And now I just take to Redcliffe and change to Bayswater, which is way faster, I think. 960, 940, although I do want to take actually 935 or 39 today because just to try something out, just to try something new out, but they just left as soon as I get there. The 935 left right in front of my eyes before I head to Wake Park, so that's why. The 940 comes afterwards with a bendy bus, so that's why I just take. But 940 is really efficient though. Head down to Redcliffe Station, it's pretty efficient. Not head down actually, it's head up to Redcliffe Station. And also I want to say that actually that Airport Line ad is actually not designed well enough because they designed a panel randomly for the inside the ads. That's not really that correct. More trains. You see right here?
Next station, Canning Bridge. Alight at Canning Bridge for bus services to Curtin University.
This thing is they really make it completely random. It's completely bullshit that none of the trains will be actually like this. What is Claremont A? Perth C? Perth C is on Armadale, man. Not Claremont A2. So that's why that's just a random ad that they make up. It's not a real. That's not how the station actually works. They just use one platform and everything will say Claremont via Perth, so that's why. Right, here is Canning Bridge here.
This is Canning Bridge.
Okay, 3072 just run by.
To Curtin University.
Alight here for bus services to Curtin University.
Doors closing.
Just run by 3072, not sure where it's going, maybe to Bull Creek or Murdoch or Coburn for some bus services. Next station, Bull Creek. Oh, finally back to 2 announcements per section. On airport line, only do once before it entered the station. Just like how the Tuma line train works, the announcement Tuma line. When before it enters the station, it does the announcement. But I'd rather they do it this way. When it leaves the station, do once, and then before it enters, do another one, just to remind people. But I guess they just do it on Mandurah Joondalup because the distances between stations are a little longer, but in airport line it's not that long, so that's why. It's going to be too many announcements if they do it twice, every single section. Like, you do twice for the Karrakatta and Lord Street. They sometimes doesn't even do announcement between Lord Street and Karrakatta because it's way too short. They just do next station Karrakatta and the Lord Street one doesn't do anything. Or if you do the other way, Lord Street, they do next station Lord Street because after Claremont is Lord Street. But after Lord Street, they don't do next station Karrakatta because it's so short. But the Fremantle one does, so. Now I try to save battery actually because I actually try to film the bus journey as well later on at Warnborough because I have a bus request in Warnborough, so that's why. Of course, my target is actually to clear off every request before I go back to Hong Kong, but that probably is not going to be possible. The form won't open for sure until next year. So, but the form will open for Hong Kong stuff, so that's why hopefully Perth viewers will come and watch my Hong Kong videos when I go back, because I'm probably going to film quite a lot when I go back to Hong Kong. I already feel like I will film twice a week for every channel. So basically, not gaming channel, exclude gaming channel. Gaming channel is casual upload, I mean daily. I should have not make my gaming video public yet. Later we're gonna do that. So we have a new Let's Play, Penguin Diner Restaurant Dash, going strong right now. So hopefully you guys are enjoying that Let's Play. I do actually want to try out the cycling tracks up there. See some cycling tracks.
Next station,
Bull Creek. The good old Mandurah light sections. My favorite line, of course, but not my favorite line to film. I don't like filming this line.
this is Bull Creek.
But it's a fun one to take, so that's why, of course, we keep taking.
Doors closing. Next station,
Murdoch.
alight at Murdoch for
Fiona Stanley Hospital and bus services to Murdoch University. This is my last week. This is the last week of the study semester, for study. I mean for have lessons. This is the last week. Next week is study week, so that's why next week we just do 1 day filming because we're going to do revision, so that's why. But after today I will do revision, of course, when I go back home, and while the videos are uploading, I'm probably going to do revision. Not probably, I will do revision because it's quite a lot of things to actually memorize, so that's why. West Coast bus charter, a bendy one. It's cool. I think later on. Alright, thanks. That guy finally left, so.
Murdoch. Alighted Murdoch for Fiona Stanley Hospital.
And bus services to Murdoch University. Now, actually, I'm gonna probably switch some of these subscriber specials. I might take the Perth Explorer bus for a certain subscriber special, but I'm probably gonna do 1,000 subscriber special 999 for journey first. Yeah, I think I will do that, but I won't do it all the way through. I won't film 3 hours and a half non-stop, okay? I will break it up into like 5 to 6 parts for that. And here's Murdoch. Fiona Stanley Hospital's just over there.
Alight here for Fiona Stanley Hospital
And bus services to Murdoch University.
Doors closing.
I actually have asked you guys what is your favorite section before in premieres. Now I'm gonna ask you again after Airport Line opened whether you're gonna have changed your favorite section to some of the Airport Line sections, or you're gonna keep your good old section.
Coburn Central.
For me, I think I'm gonna keep my North Fremantle, the Fremantle section. That's probably still my favorite. My second favorite is probably gonna be the tunnel section, Redcliffe to Airport Central. But the first place won't change for now. Maybe later on after Ellenbrook Line opens, it might change a little bit, but oh my gosh, I cannot imagine how crowded Ellenbrook Line will be when it opens. But that's probably going to be the last one open. The first one for sure is going to be either Lakelands right now, Lakelands or Yanchep. They have started building tracks for Yanchep, not really for the Coburn one. The Coburn one, the tracks aren't even there. Next station, Coburn Central. So later on, the Thornley line. I don't know whether they're gonna just extend from Thornley, build after the Thornley stopper section. They basically right now Thornley station is basically stopped after Thornley. You cannot actually keep going. No tracks beyond Thornley. I don't know whether they're gonna build an extra, like a new platform for Thornley, or they're just gonna build Thornley line extends to Coburn, saying that that's just Thornley line, and in Perth the logo says Coburn Central instead. Not so sure, because there will be express trains, I think later on for the Mandurah, from all the way down connecting from Mandurah with the for freaking hell, what is that thing called, for Stadium, there we go, Stadium Express trains connecting from Coburn down all the way to Mandurah and over to Stadium through the Coburn link, but doesn't stop at the stations, of course, because it's 6 cars. I think that's how they're gonna do it, but just some express trains, not normal service. For normal Thornley line, after they extends, probably just gonna extend and stop service at Coburn Central with that extra train. There's another not in service just passed by. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed yesterday's bus lecture, but unfortunately is that because the bus channel is a little weird, that actually refuses to finish processing the video. You guys can actually see it on YouTube earlier on, but on my bus channel YouTube app, it just keeps screwing up and saying processing. So that's why I end up deleting that one, unfortunately. But I have leave a community post in the train channel because I can't do community posts for bus channel, yes, so that's why I leave it in the train channel, the link to the bus PowerPoint. Although I know it's not going to be the best PowerPoint because there should be a lot of mistakes on that PowerPoint, but I'm not a bus master. I don't really know too many things about buses in Hong Kong still. So that's why I try my best to make up that PowerPoint and just give you guys a general idea on how bus in Hong Kong works. Here's the Thornley Coburn link platform, and you can see all the tracks are getting ready. They have built most of the tracks. Yeah, the tracks are getting there. They're not really all there, so Coburn. The tracks are getting there, so. This is Coburn Central. Please mind the gap.
Doors closing.
Now we should reach Rockingham by 30-minute mark. I mean, this little Mandurah line 30 minutes. If you find with the previous section, it's not going to be 30 minutes for this video. This is going to be the only video for train channel today. Not going to film an extra journey. I will do if I challenge later on after hitting Rockingham. Next station, Auburn Grove. There's Coburn Gateway over there, which buses will pass through. Have still quite a lot of stations to go, so let's keep going. Sorry about all the way. Oh, nice. Freight train. Not really a freight train, it's just some engine train heads. And I think, not really related, not gonna talk about it. Because you guys like the Bus of Doom, the channel of Australian train and bus and transport enthusiasts channels, the Bus of Doom. I met him last week in Claremont, so that's why. He was filming trains in Claremont. I was with Sealang last week, and Sealang has go back already to Melbourne. And I think the Bus of Doom has also returned to Melbourne because when I talked to him last week, he said he would stay like until Monday. So, which is this week's, which is yesterday, Monday, so that's fine. I think he has left. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he has left. Well, I don't really have that amount of money to actually travel all the time across Australia, so I do want to visit Melbourne. I've never visited Melbourne. I really want to go to that train museum, that railway museum in Belgrade. I think I don't know the name. Yeah. They have the oldest steam train, so I really want to take that one. And the train network in Melbourne is not as crazy as the Sydney one, but is more complicated than the Melbourne one. So, I mean, than the Perth one and this Adelaide one, of course. And for trains, this is Auburn Grove. The states that are available with trains are WA, SA, Victoria, New South Wales, and Queensland. North Territory and ACT, they don't have trains. And of course Tasmania, no trains. Now, in Canberra, ACT, there are trams, but they're not trains. So that's why they only have trams and buses. So that's why Canberra is I think the most boring state. Of course, the Sydney one is the most complicated and the most fun with the double-decker trains, but it's pretty hard to navigate through. I do want to visit Sydney one day. I have been there before and want to definitely go back there because there's still a lot of places I do want to visit but did not manage to visit last time. And Melbourne, I've never been to Melbourne, so that's why I do want to visit there. The trains there is actually pretty cool, so that's why. And of course, I just want to go to Japan. they have recently reopened the border for real now, because before they actually allowed people to go in without quarantine, but you have to have a visa to get into Japan. But now you can actually visit Japan without a visa, so that's why. You just freely travel to Japan, no quarantine, back to normal days. So I really want to go because no need visa, so just apply for your plane ticket. You just go ahead and go. But from Perth, if I fly directly from Perth to Japan, it's probably take around 10 hours, so that's why. Yes, because from Hong Kong flight to Tokyo is around 4 hours. So from here to Perth, from Perth to Hong Kong is around 7 to 8 hours. So you add it up and decrease the time that you need to go through Hong Kong, just a straight line through, maybe around 10 to 11 hours. Oh, but I miss Japan. And for Japan, when I film journey videos, basically you won't get repeated. You won't get journey videos repeated. Yes, you won't get journey videos actually repeated because basically just Tokyo alone, I think 100 lines. So that's why you won't get bored when I film trains in Japan. Basically every video will be a different line. Of course, if it's not different line, different sections on the line. Next station, Kwinana. We'll go to the outside actually. And I was just waiting trains back there at Redcliffe Station. I already understand why you guys keep saying, oh, more airport line, more of the stupid ads just keep playing all day. Yes, I get you now. So annoying. With the ads in the stations playing all day non-stop. In Hong Kong, we do have ads in the stations, like how they did in airport line. But the ads, they are muted. They don't have noise. They don't really have any sounds. They play the video but no sounds, so that's why it's not annoying. But here they play the video as well as play the announcement out with sound on all over the station with the general overall system, the mic of the overall of the station. So that's why it's really annoying because it just keeps playing over and over. I'd rather they have just have it muted. Okay, this is a little hard.
Station, Kwinana.
There we go. Kwinana. I bet this is the least used station on Mandurah line. Well, there is a bus interchange out there, but Kwinana is basically an industrial area. There's nothing around. There's actually a lot of people here. This is Kwinana. Next station, Wellard.
Next station,
Wellard. Now some of you guys actually said that I should enroll for trials to do the C series announcement, but I bet the C series will just use the same female announcements. So that's why there won't be a need to record the announcements again, because I bet they just use the same old announcements for the B series. That's the B series. Just use the female announcer. Let's do an angle here. Actually, for wide angle, it actually needs to be like this. Gosh. This seat is tough. It needs to be like this. This is the wide angle. So, I don't know how to do it. Back to the side. Look forward to Yanchep extension. I bet again they're gonna delete some of the Yanchep routes from connecting with Butler and Yanchep.
Next station, Willard.
And maybe they build another Yanchep bus terminus, bus station interchange. And maybe switch some of the routes that actually goes to Yanchep station instead of just Yanchep's center area. Willard. I'll probably come back out to Willard and on to eat. You guys know where I'm gonna go? The good old place outside. My Big Benedict. I've missed it. It's been a while since I've visited that place. Let's open the door because no one's here.
This is Willard. Doors closing. Station, Rockingham.
Next station, Rockingham. Now this is where the train terminates tonight because of the shutdown, which is just they use the turnback sidings right before Rockingham to switch platforms. It would be cool if actually Mandurah line keeps the good old fashion of the patterns before. But stopping at all stations are better. It's just more fun to have different patterns skipping stations. Because before they have I think an H pattern, or is it C pattern for Mandurah line? Skipping Canning Bridge. But Canning Bridge is my local station, so I'd rather they don't skip it. Rockingham, I already pressed the button. Doors will open on the back. On this side, so Next station, Rockingham. Never actually exited Rockingham ever. Really appreciate they have capped it at 2 zones for the fares right now. If I actually arrive before 2022, they have capped the zone fares starting at 2022. So that's why if I've actually arrived last year, if I've arrived like years before that, I would have to pay like $7 if I get down here to Rockingham. So that's why I would like to pay like $9 to get down to Mandurah. That'll be freaking expensive. I appreciate they actually cap it at 2 zones. Rockingham getting off time. Thank you so much for tuning in today's vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Remember to like and subscribe, click the bell so that you can get notifications when I post. Check out the links in the description down below for my other channels and my Instagram. And we'll get off, send the train out. And I check the number at the back. Train system map, of course, they've changed it. They also leave a blank space in between Warnborough and Mandurah for the overall train map outside, station map, just for later on Lakeland station. I'll show you right here. This is the gap that I have left behind here. This, you see a big old gap right here. This will be where Lakeland station they will edit in later on. Send the train out. '84 and '67. Okay. Click on this video up top, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.